Hongping360 said they will step up collaboration with travel agencies and airlines. They include those in Taiwan and South Korea, which recorded slower growth last year. For other regions, which saw stronger market rebounds in visitor numbers, including the mainland, Singapore and Thailand, the operator said they will work to continue the momentum, especially through online campaigns via platforms such as Xiaohongshu, TripAdvisor and Instagram.
The Law Society said the conclusion is based on the principles for Article 23 legislation. They will wait for the bill to provide a more in-depth review.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. Financial Secretary Paul Chan is going to deliver his budget speech tomorrow morning. It's understood the government will roll out a fresh round of retail bonds in the new financial year. They include infrastructure-themed bonds. The Financial Secretary's budget speech will be broadcast live on TVB Pearl starting 11 a.m. and a Budget Day press conference at 3 p.m. tomorrow. Hong Kong's private residential property prices fell for 9 straight months, reaching a 7-year low. The Law Society of Hong Kong today said the government should consider including a public interest defense in Article 23 legislation. The organization made the comment after they submitted their views to the government before the public consultation period ends tomorrow. MimosaNgai reports.
The Law Society said the conclusion is based on the principles for Article 23 legislation. They will wait for the bill to provide a more in-depth review.
The Hong Kong News Executives Association has suggested putting public interest explicitly as a defense in legislation for Article 23. Xia Baolong, the director of the Hong Kong and Macau Affairs Office, started the 6th day of his fact-finding trip to the city by visiting the Hong Kong Palace Museum. South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol has vowed to go ahead with a plan to increase the number of students admitted into medical schools to improve healthcare in the country. Yoon said there is no justification for the protests sparked by the proposal. U.S. President Joe Biden said Israel would be willing to pause its war on Hamas in Gaza during the Muslim fasting month of Ramadan if a hostage release deal can be reached. Talks being brokered by the United States, Egypt and Qatar are continuing in Doha, though Israel has yet to respond to Biden's comments. Almost 30,000 people have been killed since October 7th, when Hamas-led Palestinian groups raided Israel, resulting in 1,200 deaths and the taking of 250 hostages. Naswi Karim with more. Emmanuel Macron does not rule out putting Western troops on the ground in Ukraine in the future. And still ahead. Welcome back. The United States and Germany would not confirm they were close to agreeing a prisoner swap for Alexei Navalny shortly before the Russian opposition leader's death. An associate of Navalny says talks were in the final stages, one day before he died at an Arctic penal colony. It was said that Navalny and 2 U.S. citizens held in Russia would be swapped for German prisoner Vadim Krasikov. David Garrett reports. The Pentagon has released the results of a 30-day review that absolves itself of any wrongdoing concerning U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin's secret hospitalizations in December and January, when Austin was moved to intensive care. He had no access to critical communications and aides, made the decision to transfer authority to the deputy, but did not tell the White House. The report is unlikely to quell political furor when Austin appears before the House Armed Services Committee later this week to address the matter. Tracy Furness has more. 3 new government-subsidized ferry vessels will be put into service in March. This is one of the new ships subsidized under the government-funded program. The ship's body is made of light. Some 1.38 million visitors took cable car rides at Ngongping in 2023, marking a 2.5-fold surge year-on-year. To continue the momentum, the attraction is setting its sights on wooing more tourists from the broader Asian markets.
It's a happy year for us.
Hongping360 said they will step up collaboration with travel agencies and airlines. They include those in Taiwan and South Korea, which recorded slower growth last year. For other regions, which saw stronger market rebounds in visitor numbers, including the mainland, Singapore and Thailand, the operator said they will work to continue the momentum, especially through online campaigns via platforms such as Xiaohongshu, TripAdvisor and Instagram.
Over to sports. 7th-tier Maidstone United saw their English FA Cup fairy tale end after a 5-0 defeat away by 2nd-tier Coventry City on Monday. 2 years on from the Beijing Winter Olympics, and the medals for the figure skating team event have yet to be handed out. That's because Russia is still fighting their case in court after the doping case of star skater Kamila Valieva. In a triumph. And that's the news. Thank you for watching.